What if I told you that the most famous person in the tech world, the genius promising to take us to Mars or save us with artificial intelligence, might not be human? Sounds crazy, right? But in the deep corners of the internet, there's an unstoppable current claiming that certain tech figures are actually government-created avatars, androids, or even reptilians. Today, you're going to discover why our brains, in this era of AI and total distrust, are hungrier than ever for these explanations. In recent months, a debate has gone viral on social media. We're not talking about politics or sports. We're talking about Sam Altman, Elon Musk, or Satya Nadella himself. The question igniting forums is, are they real? People analyze their gestures, the texture of their skin in 4K videos, the robotic cadence of some out-of-context phrase. They search for proof that they are nothing more than an elaborate hoax, an interface between the real world and some dark, secret power. But what leads us to believe this? The answer isn't in a secret lab. It's in the intricate labyrinth of your own mind. Welcome to the world of cognitive biases. Our brain, that marvelous machine built for survival on the savannah, is not equipped for digital complexity. It has a voracious hunger for patterns. It needs to make sense of chaos. And when it sees a man saying he'll connect our brains to a computer, the brain short-circuits. It's easier to think there's a hidden, simple explanation than to accept the world is so incredibly complex that a handful of mortals are redefining reality. This is the agency bias, the tendency to attribute intentionality and control even where there is none. We prefer to believe there's a puppeteer behind the curtain, even if it's a robot, than to accept that sometimes no one is really in control. And this is where institutional distrust lights the fuse. For years, we've been promised a bright future that never quite arrived. Governments lie, corporations hide things, the media manipulates. The Edelman Trust Barometer has been shouting it for years. Trust in institutions is in freefall. In this breeding ground, any authority figure, especially one with the power of an Elon Musk, automatically becomes suspect. If we've been lied to about everything, why wouldn't they be lying to us about this? The narrative that he's not human is the most extreme form of distrust. It's not that we don't believe what they say. It's that we directly don't believe they exist. It's the ultimate validation of our chronic suspicion. I knew it. It's all a setup. Think about it for a moment. When you see a video of a Boston Dynamics robot doing a backflip, you're impressed by the technology. But if you see a tech CEO with a strange microgesture, your mind no longer thinks about technology. It thinks about conspiracy. Why? Because the first is a machine, we expect to be a machine. The second, however, is a human being who challenges our understanding of what's possible. And therein lies the discomfort. We need a simple explanation. We can't process that someone has the vision and power to potentially change the course of history. That's too overwhelming. It's much more digestible, simpler, to think they are a lab product, an actor reading a script written by an AI committee. A simple explanation always beats the complex one, even if it's 1,000 times more absurd. This phenomenon isn't new, but the AI era has blown it up. Now, with tools that create hyper-realistic faces of people who don't exist, the question, is this real? Is no longer philosophical. It's practical. When an AI can mimic a singer's voice or generate a fake video of a president, the line between human and synthetic blurs. And then the leap to believing the very prophet of technology is an android is a tiny step. Conspiracy theories work like a cascade, as Cass Sunstein explained. Once you accept one, your brain becomes permeable to all others. If you doubt the reality of a video, it's easy to doubt the reality of a man. But there's something deeper, something almost poetic in this madness. By pointing at these figures and saying they're not human, we are, without knowing it, projecting our deepest fears about the future. We are terrified of being replaced, of our essence, our consciousness, being replicated in silicon. Turning these pioneers into non-human scapegoats is a way to conjure that fear. They are not like us. That's why they can do what they do. It's a way to protect ourselves from the most unsettling idea of all, that yes, they are human with the same passions and flaws as us, and yet their capacity to influence the world is so immense it dwarfs us. Accepting that an equal could have that much power is perhaps the hardest thing to digest. And now comes the most controversial element of all. What if, deep down, we don't care about the truth? What if the emotion of belonging to a select group of awakened ones, those who see beyond, is more addictive than any reality? Sharing a conspiracy theory on your feed isn't just sharing information. It's sending a message of affiliation. It's saying, I'm one of those who doesn't buy the story. I'm one of those who knows. In a world where institutional trust is broken, the new currency is loyalty to the tribe. And there's no tribe more united than one that shares a secret, even if that secret is that the owner of Tesla is a robot. So the next time you see a video of a tech mogul with a strange blink, ask yourself, am I seeing irrefutable proof, or am I seeing the reflection of my own fears, my biases, and my deep need to find a simple culprit in an incomprehensible world? The human mind is the wildest territory to explore, and in this digital age, its shortcuts and shadows are projected larger than ever. The great conspiracy, perhaps, is not the one the elites are hiding, but the one our own brain weaves to be able to sleep at night. If this deep dive into the psychology of the modern world has made you think, I want you to be part of this tribe of the curious. Leave your theory in the comments. Do you think any public figure could be an android? Or do you think it's all part of our need to seek magical explanations? Hit like if you want us to keep exploring the darkest corners of the mind, and subscribe so you don't miss the next videos. Because reality, as you see, is always stranger than fiction. See you in the next one.